nothing but the dog in me.
Why must I chase the cat?
Good evening and welcome to Pound Posse Presents. Pleased to announce that we got our next schedule announced, and we will be, Speedo and I, on the air for the spring season, which is what, like April something to July or something? Yep. And we'll be back up for renewal, back in May? It seems like it's such a close cycle, but the seasons are by the quarter, and if you're not renewing, you're waiting for your announcement for your place, and we got ours, so that's a beautiful thing. Me at 7 o'clock and Speedo at 8, and we'll be back, which is, it's hard to believe. It's still hard to believe for me that it's been 3 years. It was 3 years in January, and I'm still happy doing the show. Hopefully you guys are still happy watching, and YouTube doesn't lie, and we look forward to doing the best we can to try to help the animals locally and a little farther beyond, because that's my passion. But anyway, I'm going to start with a little bit of a happy birthday. Zach, let's get up a couple of pictures. My friend Damon, who is also known as Buford, somebody I met through my job, and has proven that he can hang with women who are literally more than twice his age, with respect and lots of fun. And his birthday is, I believe it's tomorrow, if it's not today. I'm bad like that. But we've had some adventures, and then there were 3. But always a good time, and he's a great kid. And I have to say kid because I'm old and I'm entitled. But seriously, he's a great guy. He's a good friend. He's a lot of fun. And all I want to say is, Damon, have a great birthday. I hope you have a lot of fun. And you owe us a visit soon because you didn't make it in December when you thought you would. Don't see him much anymore because of his work situation. But, there's always hope that he can break away and come down and hang out and we can have some more fun. So happy birthday, Damon. Like I said, I'm sorry my Facebook is all messed up. It tells me today is tomorrow and tomorrow is today, so I get a little confused with these things. But happy birthday, and we'll hopefully see you soon. All right, I will take the camera for a moment, and I'm going to talk about a couple of dogs who need homes. The first one is Rosie, and yep, Zach, I'm going to drive you crazy. Let's put her up. Rosie was at Bridgeport Animal Control for over 10 months. She became very stressed, as many dogs do. I've talked about that before. A kennel is not the place for a dog to thrive and survive. And unfortunately, a lot of them start to go a little crazy. They get different forms of, what we call kennel crazy. And it's never a good situation. Rosie got lucky and had a rescue step in. She's gone through a training program and some rehab to try to, de-stress her and prepare her for home life. She did have a short-term foster after she had her stint at the training facility, but now she's in a boarding facility because her foster was truly a short-term deal. Unfortunately, people can sometimes only commit for a certain length of time, and Rosie did not find her forever home within that period of time. So, while she gets a lot of love and attention in boarding, it isn't home, and every dog deserves to be in a home. She really needs a break and to know what it's like to be in a home as a cherished family member, not just there because she's there. She needs a place right now with no other pets, at least at first, until she's, settled in and kind of knows the routine and can feel confident. If there are kids in the home, they should be over 16 because Rosie's not really comfortable around the little ones. Hey, I can't blame her. I'm not always really comfortable around the little ones, but, we'll leave that alone for now. don't let my niece hear you say that, because I love her to the moon and back. That's a whole different story. Anyway, Rosie loves people, and she is motivated by the desire to please the one she loves. She bonds quickly, and she is very smart, making her a fast learner. Rosie is affectionate, and she loves attention. She's a high energy girl, so she will need daily exercise. She's not like one of those dogs that you can just like take out once a week. She needs to be active and engaged, and maybe if you've got a fenced in yard, some ball throwing, some running around, keep her on an even keel. She will need a patient but firm leader, and with proper guidance and a little bit of time, Rosie is sure to blossom and be the joy of her family's life. As many of these dogs just need that chance to grow and to feel accepted and, to be the best dog that they can be. Now, if you are interested or would you like more information about Rosie, you can email furryfriendsct@yahoo.com. That's FURRYFRIENDSCT@yahoo.com. Rosie's certainly a deserving dog, and should get the chance to find out what it's like to be in a home. And I'm sure, if you're not someone who is looking to adopt Rosie, they would more than welcome a foster for her. As I said, she's in a boarding facility, and that's definitely not the same as being at home, no matter how much time she has out of the kennel, and no matter how much, she gets attention and gets to run around. She's a beautiful girl with a great smile and a wonderful disposition, and she really deserves the chance to be your number one and your best friend. Gonna move on to the next dog, who is Jersey, and if we can just seg into Jersey. Jersey is a dog who has a story, and I'm not sure of the whole backstory, but I will tell you that Jersey is a Project Precious dog, and Project Precious has been on the show before. I love those girls all to death, and they do a lot to do the right thing. They made a post about Jersey, and I'm gonna read it because it's got so much truth to it that it almost hurts. And Project Precious writes, "When we take in an injured or sick dog from a shelter, there are people falling all over themselves to be a hero and save that dog. We are a responsible rescue, and we don't place deathly ill dogs in homes. We get them vet care, and when they are healthy enough, we transition them to foster. Sadly, by the time a dog is healthy enough, the draw of being a big hero and proclaiming as much on Facebook has worn off. Jersey is one such dog. The bones are less prominent, there's new life in his eyes, there's even playfulness coming to the surface. You no longer get to say, 'This dog was dying when I took him.' You no longer get to be the one who swooped in, swept him off his feet, and rushed him dramatically to the vet. You will no longer be the first person on his journey to a full recovery. But he still needs you. He still needs a hero. He needs a first warm home, a first real family, a first night sleeping soundly without the sounds and smells of an animal hospital or shelter. He needs you to teach him now that he's not going to die, how to live. He needs you to teach him what warmth and love, and yes, structure and discipline too, are like. He needs you to be his person, even just for a while. This is the hard part, and this is where a true hero steps in. Knowing there is no glory, knowing the only pay you will receive is the undying love and gratitude of a dog who doesn't have a life until you give him one, and knowing that that pay is enough. If you want to be Jersey's hero, go now to www.pprct.org and fill out a foster or adoption application. If you can't, then at least hit share. You never know who is looking." Now that's a very powerful post, and I'm going to tell you again, don't waste any time if you're interested in fostering or adopting Jersey. Go to www.pprct.org www.pprct.org and inquire about him, throw your hat in the ring, do whatever you've got to do. This dog is on my personal Facebook page. He's on my Pound Posse Presents Facebook page. Hit that share button, because the share button saves lives. I'll take the camera back for the moment, Zach. You know, this post speaks about people who want to be heroes, people who want to swoop in and be, you know, the savior of the day. And unfortunately, there's so much of that. It's about ego for a lot of people more than it is about the animal. And that's where rescue goes wrong. You know, there really doesn't, it's supposed to be about the animal and nothing else. You know, the pats on the back and the, oh my God, you're an angel, and, you know, you're so wonderful, and look what you did. And, you know, everybody patting themselves on the back. Look at me, I saved a dog. That's not what rescue should be about. And, you know, that post just really kind of lays it out on the line. You know, when you pick up the pieces after someone else has done all of the hard work and gotten whatever glory you think that, you know, should be involved in the process, you still are the hero for stepping in and taking that dog and saving its life. It's just not the heroism that's in the spotlight. So everybody kind of like needs to turn it down, tune it down, stop trying to go for the glory and do what you've got to do for the animals. You know, that poor dog had people wanting to help him in the beginning, and, you know, one group stepped up, and now that dog is just kind of like hanging around waiting for a home. And it's not fair to the dog. You know, where's the glory in it? There is no glory in it. Like they said, the pay you're going to have is that dog's affection and love and loyalty until its dying day. That should be reward enough, not all the, you know, accolades that you get on social media because you've saved a dog or you've done something that other people can perceive as being good. So, you know, let's all get on the same page. Let's absolutely share these dogs. You know, there's a lot of people who comment, oh, you know, their dog is so cute, or oh, I wish I could, oh, this or that. Share, because you never know who's going to see the post, and you never know who's actually going to be that person who sees the post and steps up and saves the animal. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of messages all rolled into one there. And, you know I'm starting to rant, so, you know, it is what it is. It's what I do. I can't help myself. Anyway, I am kind of switching gears here because it's what I do. Zach, let's pull up the flyer for Woofstock. This coming Saturday, on the 21st of March, my friends at Bikers Against Animal Cruelty are having their 5th annual Woofstock at Toad's Place in New Haven. Their doors open at noon. You have to be 18 years or older. There will be live bands. Mike Lapatino from WPLR will be the MC. I believe there are raffles. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And for more info, you can check out the Bikers Against Animal Cruelty Facebook page or their website at www.bikersagainstanimalcruelty.org. Once again, it's all spelled out the way it sounds, folks. www.bikersagainstanimalcruelty.org. Or you can go to the Pound Posse Presents Facebook page and look for the actual event that's posted, and this poster is posted. You know, if you are a person who really likes to go the extra mile, feel free to bring supplies for homeless animals, because Bikers Against Animal Cruelty does make sure that they go to the best places that they can go to. And hopefully I'll see you there. I'd like to be able to make it. I always leave it to the last minute to make that final decision, but I would very much like to see all my friends with Bikers Against Animal Cruelty and all of their supporters. They're always a great time. I've never been to Woofstock, and I would like to check it out. So, now that I can, perhaps I will. And that's that. I will once again take the camera back for a moment, or two, or three, or something. I don't know. We'll decide. Unless you really don't know me or the show, you live under a rock, you just don't know who I am, it's no secret that there's a little chihuahua named Juno who I adore. Now, Juno and her mom, Deb Young, have been on the show twice. They've come to an event that I was involved in this summer to support Hounds Healing Heroes. And, that event was just one of the many things that Juno lends her support to. Again, I can drivel on about Juno forever and ever because she's just fabulous. Everybody in the room here is smiling just at the mention of her name. It's hard not to smile when it's Juno. Her Facebook page, Juno's Place, is a place of entertainment as well as reality and, a call to arms for people to get involved in things. So if you're not a fan of Juno's Place, you should be. If you don't know who Juno is, you should know. Again, if you know me, you know that I go gaga over her and I can't help it. And it's with good reason. She's not just cute and she's not just funny and she's not just entertaining. Zach, we can start rolling the Juno pictures because we can. Juno is a supporter of Cain's Crusade, the Pet Rock Festival, the Cold Noses Foundation, Sweet Pea Animal Shelter, Massachusetts Vesta Dog, Paws for a Cause, among many others. She has raised money for Sweet Pea Animal Shelter, Relay for Life. You can scroll through those. Yeah, there you go. They did Christmas in August for a young boy with cancer. Juno collects school supplies for underprivileged children through her Paw It Forward campaign. She stands up against BSL, which, if you don't know what that is breed-specific legislation. Along with her mom, she launched a Speak Up campaign to raise awareness of the link between animal and domestic abuse. And of course, that campaign literature is proudly displayed here at Sky 13 in the lobby. And that's actually the topic of Juno's and Mom's last visit. And there you go with the Speak Up campaign, one of the posters there. One of her most recent accomplishments was to become a certified therapy dog. Juno's known as the little dog that does big things, and she really is all that and more. Last year, she was entered in the American Humane Association Hero Dog Awards contest. And while she did well, Juno didn't win. And there were a lot of us who were kind of devastated at that. The supporters that voted for her daily, and there's actually coming up is a picture of some of the cards that are on display. Anyway, so Juno again is in the running for 2015 Hero Dog Awards Emerging Hero category. And I am going to ask, encourage, beg, and plead with every last one of you to vote for her. She is, like I said, in the Emerging Hero category. You can vote once daily. If you go to her page, Juno's Place, you will see the daily reminders, the link to the event that they've made. There's now a group page as well. Pound Posse Presents is also on their Facebook, on my Facebook page, is putting up the reminders, and the event is posted. And if you go to the Facebook event, it will bring you all the updates and all of the information that you need. And again, the daily reminders. If you don't have Facebook or you're not a believer in social media, that's fine. But you can go straight to the link. but I still believe that's Facebook motivated, but you will see. www.herodogawards.org/HDA 2015 vote-Juno. Once again, that's www.herodogawards.org/HDA 2015 vote-Juno. Now, these pictures that we're flashing through, they're some of the most, they're some of the ones that I just grabbed today. Like these, stop right there, Zach. Now you can't, huh? Go back. The little three of them, yeah. That's Gizmo from Gizmo's Friends. That's Juno, and that's Madison from Madison's Miracles. And they are in that picture making or Madison's Mission, I'm sorry. They're making their visit as therapy dogs all together. And a cuter bunch you never saw. It's really cool that Juno actually got her certification for her therapy dog status. And we talked about that when she was on the show, and very proud of her. And, it helps to be really cute, and the three of them there just kill me. Go to the next picture, Zach. That, again, is one of the posters of Deb and Nikki in the Speak Up campaign. Like I said, the literature is here in the Sky 13 lobby, very proudly displayed. Appreciate that opportunity. Yep, there it is right there. Just a picture of the stuff. It's actually in the lobby in a display and right there by the door. And I kind of think it's great that Steve, the owner of Sky 13, was very willing to put that up there. So thank you to him for that. What have we got next? That's little Juno in the building mode for Cane's Crusade. They make dog condos for dogs who don't get to spend much time inside so that they have adequate shelter. And Juno and her mom have attended, I don't know how many builds, but they do that once a year. And I just love Juno in her hard hat and her safety vest. That kills me. I think she had a tool belt too at one point. The only thing that's missing is the crack, and we'll leave that alone. I'm so bad. Next picture, Zach. That is part of Juno's school supply collection. Her and her sibling are doing a little inventory check as they load up the car. Next picture. There's some more, more donations of the school supplies that they've gotten together. Juno kind of looks lost in that pile of stuff, but, they really do supply a whole bunch of stuff, not just school supplies, but snacks and, some mittens and coats and stuff like that for kids who are most of the kids in attendance in the school live at the poverty level. So she really does do a great service to them to be able to give these kids the opportunity to be on equal footing. And, nobody has more than anybody else. There's no hate or discontent within the school setting because, who has more stuff than somebody else and who doesn't have paper to do their homework on, et cetera, et cetera. So it's really an admirable thing that Juno does there. Next picture. That was a little pizza party. One of Juno's appearances here at Sky 13. She was happy to have her pizza, that's for sure. Next picture up. There's Juno and Bert and Thomas and Wyatt bringing bones to the Sweet Pea Animal Shelter, which is one of the causes that they support greatly. Providing comfort for the dogs who are in that shelter rather, waiting for their forever homes. And, these dogs, any dog in a shelter needs a little bit of something to do. So to have some bones to chew on, some toys to play with, again, that's a great service to the animals who are waiting for their forever homes. Next picture. just one of the reminders. I love the heart, and we all have to know why, because I make one of those every week when I say goodnight. But, you know, Juno fits perfectly, her cute little face right in there. Again, you know, there's plenty of reminders, and we'll take a look at the next one. There she is on the big screen here in the studio on her last visit here at Pound Posse Presents, looking like she could take over the world, never mind the studio. Next picture, another reminder to vote for Juno. I love the reminders that they're coming up with. I don't know if Deb is doing these all herself or people are chipping in to help. Another one. This is the one I know Speedo likes the best. Some heroes wear capes, others just have cold noses and warm hearts, and that's our Juno girl all the way. Next one. This was a post from her page where she was all tucked into bed and waiting for her bedtime story. You know, this is that cute and adorable Juno that I love so much. In addition to the Juno that, you know, decided Juno that does all the good things that she does. Next one. She's been on a campaign selling Girl Scout cookies this year, which is hilarious. She's got her little brownie outfit. She found out the hard way that she has to start as a brownie. She can't go right to Girl Scout. So she's been quite entertaining on that front as well. Next picture. There we go with our similar taste in men. Shamar Moore from Criminal Minds. And she's wearing the baby girl hat, which I don't even have one of those, so I don't know how Juno has one, but it's okay. I'll live. I won't hate. It's Juno. Next picture. There we go from the event last summer. That's Juno and Bert in the motorcycle, and me and Bikers Against Animal Cruelty at the car show and an event that we had for Hounds Healing Heroes. That was such a great day. That's a memorable picture. Juno in her little motorcycle. And finally, the last picture there of Juno and her reminder. But we're about out of time, I assume. And I'm going to say, please vote for Juno. Peace, love, and dogs. Until next week. And if you're going to vote, vote daily.